Welcome to another edition of Lumberjack Logic. I'm your host, Neil Johnson. Wish I could say I'm excited about this, but not. I like listening to these people it's appalling. Oh, shoot. My phone's low on juice here. Just hold on a sec.
Low on
shoot.
juice here. Just hold on a sec.
Shoot. There. Get this. Anyways, I really do wish I could be more excited about this news, people, but honestly, it's pretty bad. He's not gonna get a real trial here. Of course, it's DC, and so what should we expect? I will share a few clips from the judges. The one's really alarming, but before I do that, really quickly want to thank my sponsor, Midas Gold Group. That's MidasGoldGroup.com, folks. Midas Gold Group, where you deal with veteran owners, not commissioned salespeople. And you can text Lumberjack to 232-425 to receive free silver with a qualifying order, or call them at 480-360-3000. That's Midas Gold Group. MidasGoldGroup.com. With the things going on in the world, I'd own a little of it if I were you. You don't have to own gold. You can own silver, whatever, just something. But I'm going to read you something here quick by Julie Kelly, and then we'll get into. I'm going to share some audio from the trial. Julie Kelly on Twitter posts, "It is clear this 3-judge panel already has an order written to support Judge Chutkin's ruling that Trump does not have immunity from criminal prosecution. There is a slim chance the panel could rule it does not have jurisdiction at this time because the appeal is premature and Chutkin's order would stand, allowing the pretrial deadlines now on hold to move forward. Trump's team would, of course, seek recourse at SCOTUS and ask for another stay." So that's... Every decision is a non-decision, people, in this stuff, because it's all going to SCOTUS. It doesn't matter who wins. I mean, I hope you guys get that. Please do smash that like if you would. Chat in with where you're from. I see Sherry on. Sherry, it's always good to see you on. So thanks for joining us this morning. This isn't going to end well. It's going to go to Supremes, and it's not going to go to Supremes because these fools have to appeal it. It's going to go to the Supremes because Trump's team has to. I want you to listen to something. This is an actual question. I'll turn up the volume here. This is an actual question from a judge at the appeals court. And this is what you call a red herring argument. It doesn't even make sense. Okay? I do not... Look... I know I seem a little depressed at this. I mean, there's plenty of good things to celebrate. There's plenty of things going on in Fannie Willis's life that are not good right now. But in this particular case, again, this is DC, and there is something way wrong with that city, something completely morally bankrupt about it. So this is Judge Pan, part of the 3-judge panel, asking, like, this is a real question. I don't even know. Here we go.
President ordered SEAL Team 6 to assassinate a political rival. That's an official act in order to SEAL Team 6.
He would have to be and would speedily be, impeached and convicted before the...
Did you guys hear that? The judge, this is Judge Pan, and here, let me blow this up. This is a recording off of CNN. So just to give you an idea here, so just there. Judge Pan is the judge in the middle. This is the 3-judge panel right now. This is it. This is who he's got. Looks like DEI hires. Okay, listen to this again. She's literally asking if a president can order an assassination of a political rival. This is so dumb. And have that be covered under immunity. This is a real question from a judge. Like, this is the dumbest question ever.
President ordered SEAL Team 6 to assassinate a political rival. That's an official act in order to SEAL Team 6.
He would have to be and would speedily be, impeached and convicted before the criminal prosecution.
But if he weren't, there would be no criminal prosecution, no criminal liability for that.
Chief Justice's opinion in Marbury against Madison and our Constitutional tradition and the plain language of the impeachment judgment clause all clearly presuppose that what the founders were concerned about was not.
I asked you a yes or no question. Could a president
And
who
she
ordered
answered it.
SEAL Team 6 to assassinate a political rival who was not impeached, would he be subject to criminal prosecution?
If he were impeached and convicted first. And so
your answer is
no. My answer is qualified yes. There's a political process that would have to occur under the structure of our Constitution, which would require impeachment and conviction by the Senate. In these exceptional cases, as the OLC memo itself points out from the Department of Justice, you'd expect a speedy impeachment and conviction. But what the founders
order.
That's it. Okay. That may be the most ridiculous question I've ever heard in a court case. Who out there thinks that's stupid? Is this just me? I mean, does that seem like a legitimate question? Oh, if he ordered the assassination of his political opponent, I mean, would he get away with it, people, under presidential immunity? Hey, somebody first time on the chat here. First time I've been on your live chat from Will Sim, Louisville, Kentucky. Let's all give Will a hand clap. I give Will a hand clap. Welcome in, Will. Thank you. Thank you. Give him a hand clap in the chat. All right. Now, Judge Pan was appointed by Joe Biden. Okay. Pan is married to Democrat Party activist Max Stier, one of Brett Kavanaugh's chief agitators. Okay. That's who this judge is. That's the one that asked that question. I'm telling you, it's not. I'd love to tell you that this is going to go well, but it's not. I'll give you some other stuff here. This is nuts. Nuts. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to bring up something else here for you. I'm going to just, no, I'm not going to bring it up because it's being ridiculous. So here we go. I'm going to bring you to this. Okay, here's CNN's take on it, and I'm going to tell you they're not far off. What we're covering here. The federal appeals court judges appear skeptical of former President Donald Trump's arguments that he was working in his official capacity as president to ensure election integrity when he allegedly undermined the 2020 election results and therefore has immunity. People, I want you to just... I'm sorry. This is like... Can you guys tell me how he undermined the election results? If there's a liberal in the chat right now, please help me out here. How did President Trump undermine the election results? I want to... anybody answer that. Can you tell me how he undermined? What did he do? Did he stuff ballot boxes? Is that what he did? Did Trump stuff ballot boxes? Or was he kicking out poll challengers? Is that what he did to undermine the election? Was he rewriting election law, usurping the power of the state legislative branches that have the authority? Was that... Oh, wait, no. Oh, I'm sorry. That wasn't Trump. That was the other team. We can't answer these questions, Neil. They're ridiculous. Yeah, thank you. Melanie answered one of the questions. I mean, seriously, so let's just go back. Let's see what Trump did to undermine this. Did he send in the police to haul out poll observers? Did he do that? Trump, who attended today's hearing in Washington, D.C., wants the D.C. U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals to overturn a lower court ruling rejecting his claims of immunity in Special Counsel Jack Smith 2020 election subversion case, and therefore dismiss the federal charges against him. Trump's lawyers argued that prosecuting a former president would open a Pandora's box, as the special counsel's office urged the judges to deny Trump's immunity claims, as no president is above the law. Of course no president is above the law. Trump's presence at the hearing, less than a week before the Iowa caucuses, underscores how intertwined his legal and political worlds have become. Bingo, CNN nailed that. Okay. Here, I'll give you what we know about the judges. They have 20 minutes to make their case to the panel of judges. The special counsel's office will have 20 minutes, and then it's 5-minute rebuttal arguments. So this is the, like I shared those audio clips. That's, the audio clip. I've got some more here, but Michelle Childs was nominated to the appeals court. So I already covered Pan, who was nominated by Biden. This is nuts, people. Childs, nominated to the appeals court by Biden in January 2022 and took the bench that July. She was on Biden's short list to replace outgoing Supreme Court Justice Stephen Breyer, but he ultimately picked Ketanji Brown Jackson before joining the appeals court. Childs was a federal judge in North Carolina since 2010. Karen LaCraft Henderson, that's this gal. Look at her. She's just kind of a smug-looking person here. I'm sorry. I'm going to hold that up. There you can see her picture. This is the Bush appointee, because George Bush loves Donald Trump. Doesn't he? Oh, here, I'll give you her background. She's a senior judge. She was appointed by George H.W. Bush in 1990, so that'd be the father, okay? Henderson has previously heard several cases involving Trump, including whether Congress could access his tax records, and whether the House could enforce a subpoena on former Trump White House counsel Don McGahn. She has repeatedly expressed concerns about safeguarding the special protections around the presidency in her previous opinions, although that's changed now, of course, because of the person. One of the things you'll find about these people is they change very quickly. So I'm going to just walk you through some of the questions and whatnot here that have been asked. So let's just go here. So I'm gonna take from Julie Kelly's coverage of the trial. So Judge Childs, again, that's one of the Biden appointees, was out of the gate arguing with Trump's lawyers about jurisdiction. Okay. I already played the clip that, of the Judge Pan, but here's another question of Judge Pan's. Seriously, this is an actual question. Judge Pan wanted to know if a president can be prosecuted for selling pardons or nuclear secrets. These people are so stupid. Okay, Judge Pan, diversity hire by Joe Biden. Selling nuclear secrets, would that be an official presidential act? Selling nuclear secrets? I mean, I know the Clintons were involved in this stuff, but that's not actually, I think, an official presidential act, is it? Like selling nuclear secrets? This is the stupidity of these judges. That's why I can tell you that he is not going to get a positive ruling here, people. He's not. Lots of back and forth about, and selling pardons, right? Because, of course, we'd go like, yeah, sell some pardons. That's an official presidential act. No, now I know that the Bidens have been selling influence and doing influence peddling. They probably sell pardons. Maybe Hunter can buy one. But honestly, nobody would say those are official presidential acts. Gosh. This stuff pisses me off. It really pisses me off. I'm not even kidding. The fact that our justice system is being mocked like this pisses me off. Okay. Debate then centered on which allegations in Smith's indictments can be considered official presidential business versus private conduct. Trump's lawyers are arguing on a discussion relating to who should run the DOJ is clearly presidential business. Of course that's presidential business. Just to emphasize, this from Julie Kelly again, Jack Smith, appointed by a Dem AG who was appointed by Biden, got a 4-count indictment by a grand jury in the most democratic city in the country. Do you guys know, let me see if you guys know in the chat here, the numbers on the percentage of Democrat versus Republican votes in DC. Does anybody know this number? What's the percentage of Democrat vote in DC as opposed to Republican vote in DC? See who gets this. The indictment contains 4 vague points, 2 of which are at risk before SCOTUS. Again, like I said, this is going to SCOTUS, okay? All right, here we got some numbers. 90, 10, 95% by LC, 100, 0. Sorry, MH. It's not like those weird districts in New York, but it's close, okay? 95, 5, 94, 6. Okay, so depending upon which year of the last couple of years, 94, 6 or 97, 3. 97.3. Can you imagine that? Do you guys honestly expect that a person in DC who's a conservative could get a legitimate jury, or at this point right now, a legitimate judge? Okay. Childs, that's another, again, the Biden appointee, asked Trump's lawyer about the brief filed by former AG Ed Meese that Jack Smith's appointment is unlawful. This is where it gets good. Attorney says, it's persuasive, but they are not raising it in this matter. Pan, they should be. What is wrong with President Trump's attorneys here? Pan, President Trump's position is not fully aligned with the institutional interests of the executive branch and this balancing test that weakens the executive power he is trying to assert. The president is the executive branch. Oh, God help me. I'm sorry. I know you guys expect me to be up for these things. This is unbelievable to me. It's such a miscarriage and it's so disgusting. Do you get... Sorry, I'm not there as I normally am, but this is gross. So again, here's the quote from Pan. President Trump's position is not fully aligned with the institutional interests of the executive branch, and in this balancing test, that weakens the executive power he is trying to assert. I can't do this anymore. I can't. I'm serious. I mean, this is disgusting. You guys, the bottom line here is I could go on. I mean, Judge Pan is so stupid in the questions she asks. And so you take Pan and Childs, that's a good name for her. There's no way they should even be trying this case. There's nothing impartial about them. The one thing you can say about the Bush appointee is that she's at least not interrupting and willing to listen. And then Trump's attorneys to not discuss Meese's thing, which is what I covered before, because the senior judge said to be prepared to argue that. What is wrong with... Maybe they're just saying, well, hey, we need to narrow the focus down to these things. I'm not impressed. Oh, with Trump's attorneys here, I'm sorry. Not impressed with any of this. John Sauer, Trump's attorney John Sauer, he should have been, instead of just saying, well, Meese's argument is persuasive. I just can't. Look, people, the ruling's not going to be positive. When you got judges asking questions about whether or not, you can axe your political rival and have that be covered under presidential immunity, it's gross. It's just gross. Sorry, I'm just not quite there on this one. I can laugh at, the lunacy of this, okay? I really, most of the time. Debs, it will go to the Supreme Court. It's going to get appealed. It would have gotten appealed either way. But usually I can just laugh about this stuff because I think they're so ridiculous, but I just can't this time. So, sorry. I mean, it's to think that these people are sitting on the judicial bench in a federal appellate court, a circuit court in D.C., deciding on some of the most important issues in our nation. I don't know. I can't. I'm sorry. I just can't laugh. I'm going to do a video on Fani Willis. I'm going to let y'all go. I'm going to do a video on Fani Willis because so much dropped on her in the last 24 hours that I can have some fun with that. But this is just gross. Do you guys get where I'm coming from here? I mean, it's, do you get it? I mean, again, usually, I know you guys are used to me being kind of just laughing this stuff up, but this is just gross. Okay. Yeah, Jack's in trouble too. I mean, so there's lots of good news out there. And I think I'm going to go do a video on something like that. Why would you be up? It would be insane to be up. Thanks, Ann. BBC says, cheer up, Neil, even if we lose a battle. I know that, but the fact, how did we ever get to this point in the country where we have these dorks in these positions? As bad as Republicans were, people, the one judge on this panel that's not acting like a complete idiot was appointed by a lackey Republican, former CIA director, Daddy Bush, okay? How could anyone vote for these Democrat idiots? It's mind-boggling. It's baffling to me. BBC, we need to cheer up. Hey, all right, here you go. I'll tell you about my sponsor because I like them. Midas Gold Group, MidasGoldGroup.com. Text Lumberjack 232. Text Lumberjack 232-425 to receive free silver with a qualifying order. 480-360-3000 is their phone number. Tell them I sent you. Free silver with a qualifying order at Midas Gold Group, MidasGoldGroup.com, where you talk to veteran owners, not commissioned salespeople. And I'm going to do some stuff on Fani Willis, and I'm going to find just a fun story. Don't worry, my next video will be great. It just won't be a live stream. I'm done with these people. Go to I don't know. Do these liberals, do they need a MyPillow? Is that what they need? Do they need a MyPillow? Are they not getting good night's sleep, so that's why they ask things so stupid? I'm just pissed. This is disgusting. I believe Trump makes it through all this, but it tells you just how bad things are. All right? It tells you just how bad things are. I love y'all. Keep fighting the good fight. Okay? Keep fighting the good fight. I mean, this may be disgusting. It does not mean we lose the war, as somebody else had said. All right? Love y'all. Peace out.